We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Gamble now on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Kid, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
1st and 10 from the 41.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
12. Here we go. 11. 11, Thomas. 11. Dad?
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 1, ready?
They'll send the tackles wide and work out of the monster here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Dad?
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them Well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and 6 for them to
Here we go,
figure
here we
out
go.
now.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Tight end motioning right.
The hot.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Bertolet able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
They send a receiver in motion right. On the move, past the 40. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pull ahead 6-3 in the first. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 gun. The hot.
Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Drop 60.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Got it. Ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back go, 80.
Gonna turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Bengals football.
On 1, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now they send their back in motion right. Has a man, it's Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
On 2, ready?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd
11,
down.
11, 11.
Throwing is Burrow. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They'll need something
11.
big here to start out. It's
11,
3rd and
11.
long.
Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On target to Downs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready. Go.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and
Let's
2.
go now. Cougar 19.
They put downs in motion right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. To high.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Slot man motioned over.
To high.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. A lot of grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. To high.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. To high.
Brown on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
I'm one, ready?
1st and 10 from the 41.
12. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. To high.
Burrow setting to throw. Rolling out to his left. Running down the left side. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
On one, ready?
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
On 2. 11, 11, 11, 11. Let's get set. To high.
They'll run again with Brown. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, every once in a while, you understand a play that loses a yard or 2. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, you might as well punt it.
one, ready?
Third down here, and they'll try to convert with the old Emery and Henry formation, sending the tackles out wide again.
Shot.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On one, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow setting up the play action. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they balked on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play action game rewards follow on the back end.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action with Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for second down.
Get it.
Another try following the sack. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go. Let go.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Red.
They send a man in motion.
Ready, ready.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 34. Completed over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
70, get the wolf.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
65, Jack, 65. Ready. Cup 19, 79 Broncos. Street. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's second down coming up.
Read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll throw again. Richardson. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Here's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They go again with Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Man in motion here.
Cut.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Down. Hey.
Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Gun. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12,
They've got a man in motion.
Cut.
From midfield on 2nd down. Higgins makes the catch. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
1-1, ready?
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. 12, 12,
Brown on the carry. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On one, ready? Let's get set.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Brown again. He still has room inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Working inside the red zone. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
Brings up second and 11 at the Colts 19-yard line.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
12.
To throw again, it's Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Lions. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Get it.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Broke through the tackle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, Smash.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hauled in by Downs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 average. 60 average. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Cut near the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 17.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go. Stop.
A run with Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals down by 7. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set. Hut.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Throwing now. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Now to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Taylor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.